You everyone. My name is Nilanjan Das, and I am the group creative editor for India Today Group. And I've been working on AI for last 2.5 years, and mostly in the media. Since I come from a design on a media background, so my primary focus on AI was on design, broadcasting, digital, social media. So, not expanding my brief anymore, I'll straight go to my presentation. So the first half of my presentation will be on what I do, whatever I've been doing for the last 2.5 years on AI, and how from a traditional computer illustration, graphics, design background to a totally AI assisted background, and how the transition happened and what are the possibilities. Though at very juncture of time, we are into the cups of changing everything. And I'm very sure within a year you'll see everything will be governed by AI, whether we like it or we don't like it. And it's going to be very soon. So I will share my screen for the being an early adopter of AI, uh, it was a privilege. Also, there's an advantage to it because when we started doing AI at a very early stage, I remember there are certain softwares which was available and a very beta stage and means a demo stage, and we started doing that specifically DALI, which was a visual software, and a very early stage of a chat GPT. So I started infusing my traditional approach with the AI and started creating images, visuals, illustrations, graphics, video graphics. So I will show you my broad spectrum of work, which I work on. And then my second part will be on specifically on education, health, tech, which is now I'm kind of venturing out, and then we can have a Q&A for that. So I'll start with my presentation. So there was a fear when AI came, and everybody thought everything will be taken over by AI, and our jobs will go, everything will go. And I don't know whether, but I think I need an answer from you guys. What do you think? Will AI take over our jobs, our daily activity, and make us look like a toy? In my opinion, it's not. It is totally false, because all of us are unique idea. End of the day, everything is a tool. From a very beginning of human endeavorance, we started being a cave painting to now an AI. So I think everything is a tool now. Whatever we do, it's a tool. And I think the fear comes from the insecurity where AI will take over everything and they will take our jobs, our education system will change. But in my opinion, it's just a tool, and then that's how we are going to react to it. And in my opinion, it's a brilliant tool. So my name is Nilanjan. So I call myself NI. And so NI and AI became a good friend, and we started doing work together and started creating stuff. So earlier, if you remember, when the computer came, we remember everybody was at that time protesting, this machine will take over everything. And there were protests. I remember computer was a huge deal at that time. And suddenly, slowly, it has seeped into our culture, our way of activity. If you see a mobile phone, it's already an AI enabled. It's been AI enabled for last 5, 6 years, and we didn't knew it. So there are possibilities, and there's a unlimited possibility. So the unlimited possibilities in AI, and if you see the development of AI for last 5 years, any technology in human raised in human like history, there was not a single technology to take over everything within a year or two, and AI has done it. AI itself is like it's a power tool, it's an infinite tool which was given to us to create stuff. So I will share some work, my images and covers for India Today. So AI being a great storytelling tool, and which helped me to create a lot of interesting traditional image to a different kind of a visual image. If you see my rest of my presentation, you will see how AI has blended into traditional image, traditional approach to visual storytelling, and how it has given an immense possibility to create in a fraction of minute or a fraction of second. And time is everything now. Everything has to be done quickly. The deadline are tight, and I think AI is giving that a push everywhere. So this whole thing was created in AI. It was not a photo shoot. So the whole every image, everything is done on AI, from coding and to recreating to a final image. These are all photo shoot happened earlier. This is a bridal shoot we did, and this is done on AI. So now there is no camera involvement. There is no styling involvement. There is no cloth involvement. There is no model. It is everything is done on AI now. So this is how we create covers now with AI. If you see on the left-hand side, there are AI images. First, they are generated and created according to the story, and then they are used with a Photoshop software, and then merged and created a cover. If you see on the right-hand side, this whole thing is. Otherwise, I remember 2 or 3 years back, we used to shoot individually each, and it was a huge task. It will take 10, 15 days to create a cover, because we have to plan for the photographs based on the ideas, get right model, get a camera photographer to shoot it, and then put it on the computer and then create it. But this was created in an hour's time. And if you see from 2 weeks to an hour, it makes a huge, huge difference. And if you look at the visual quality, lighting, everything is kind of there. This was another cover we did again with the AI images, created a Photoshop images, and then finally creating the cover. So this was done a 2 year back, where AI was a very basic, but we created something of our own. We created a chat bot. We created a AI bot. For an AI bot means it's a trained patch of program which helps you to create image. So all of this student doesn't exist. They're all AI images. They're all individually AI visuals, and they have created into a final photograph. Same here. This is how we create and layers of AI images to create images for the cover. All these images you are looking at on the screen are all made out of AI. Now I'll come to the important part, which is the AI video, which I think there are positive and there's negative impact to what we see. It shifts our reality. It can shift anything around you. The whole perception of being looking at thing has changed now after introduction of AI. If you look at a video or an image, earlier there used to be a whole layer of it. Now you see anything and everything can be created. So AI videos, with an India Today team, we created the first Sana, the AI anchor. So this was first in the world, full body as an AI anchor. Nobody has tried it before. We went to an uncharted territory, created something out of nothing. And you'll be surprised, she gets marriage proposal from a lot of people, a lot of family. And this is where the AI has kind of created an amazing kind of human and machine interaction, where we have created something which is out of nothing, of thin air, and created a whole lot of genre. And I think in future you will see most of you will have digital avatars. Most of you will have a digital presence. Just like a photographer, a video, you will have yourself doing multiple stuff in a single on a same time frame. This is how we created this came from an image. Then we trained the image with different facial expression. We have created a lot of interesting little dot point, and we created a lot of expression around it. And we have trained our bot constantly with visual reference. See, as AI video program is such, you have to train him. It's like a little child. He knows nothing. You have to handhold and give him information constantly. So we did that after, I think, a 6 month training. We created Sana which can talk, move. She can speak in any language. She can move her eyes. She can be there. So the plus point of being Sana here is she is a 24-hour program. So there is no stoppage. She can be in multiple places at one single time. So I'll show you some video what we did.
झाली. काँग्रेस नेते राहुल गांधींना सुनावण्यात आलेल्या शिक्षेला सुप्रीम कोर्टाने स्थगिती दिली. हे प्रकरण प्रलंबित असेपर्यंत शिक्षेवरील स्थगिती कायम राहणार आहे. शिवाजी पार्कवर कोणाला परवानगी द्यायची याबाबत विधी विभागाकडून बीएमसीने मत मागवले होते. त्यामध्ये सेना भवनाचा
There's another one which we did.
हाय, मैं हूं सना और आज मैं आपको मिलाने वाली हूं बॉलीवुड सुपरस्टार से. लेकिन पहले देखते हैं उनकी आने वाली फिल्म की झलकियां.
ये तो शुरुआत है. Good to go, girls. हाय, मैं हूं शाहरुख खान. आपके लिए लेकर आया हूं मेरी नई फिल्म जवान और मेरे साथ है आज तक एआई.
थैंक यू शाहरुख. अच्छा बताइए, मुझ में और आप में कौन सी बात कॉमन है?
वैसे तो बहुत कुछ होगा, लेकिन आप बताइए ना.
चलिए मैं बता देती हूँ. शाहरुख खान और मुझ में ये बात कॉमन है कि हम दोनों हमेशा जवान रहेंगे.
बिल्कुल. वैसे एक और बात कॉमन है.
कौन सी?
आप सब ने दोनों का नाम तो सुना होगा.
थैंक यू शाहरुख. वैसे आपका चार्म देखकर तो मेरे एआई दिल में भी कुछ कुछ होता है. और हाँ, आई एम ऑल्सो 100% रेडी फॉर जवान विद द किंग खान. 7 सितंबर को आपके नजदीकी सिनेमा घरों में.
Are you ready?
So there's another one which is a digital representation of an existing person. Just now, which I said कि in future you will all have a digital avatar, a reflection of your digital self, and this is how we have created this.
नमस्कार, मैं हूं अंजना ओम कश्यप. आज देश को नया संसद भवन मिल गया. लोकतंत्र के इस भव्य इमारत में भारत लोकतंत्र की नई गाथाएं कहेगा. आज का दिन ऐतिहासिक है और आप सभी दर्शकों को बहुत सारी बधाई. नमस्कार, मैं हूं अंजना ओम कश्यप और देश को नया संसद भवन मिलने पर आप सभी दर्शकों को मेरी तरफ से बहुत बहुत बधाई. अरे कौन है आप? मैं हूं अंजना ओम कश्यप. मैं हूं अंजना ओम कश्यप, आज तक की अंजना ओम कश्यप. चलिए, आप लोग कंफ्यूज ना हो. आप स्टूडियो में जिस अंजना को देख रहे हैं वो मेरी ही एआई अवतार है, बिल्कुल मेरी जैसी. आपने आज तक के स्टूडियो में एआई एंकर सना को इससे पहले देखा है, लेकिन अब ओरिजिनल एंकर का एआई वर्जन आपके सामने है. ऐसा एक्सपेरिमेंट टेलीविजन न्यूज इंडस्ट्री में पहली बार हुआ है. आप चाहे तो मेरे नए वर्जन की अंजना 2.0 नाम दे सकते हैं. क्यों अंजना 2.0? कबूल है, कबूल है. लेकिन अंजना, मैं एक सवाल आपसे पूछूं? पूछे. एक अंजना कईयों पर भारी है, फिर आपको मेरी जरूरत क्यों पड़ी? अंजना 2.0 आपकी जरूरत मुझे इसलिए पड़ी क्योंकि आज तक सबसे तेज है, हमेशा तेज रहना चाहता है. आज तक मीडिया में नई टेक्नोलॉजी के इस्तेमाल को लेकर हमेशा बाकी चैनलों से बहुत आगे निकल जाता है. ये बात हमने हर बार साबित की है. देश में पहली बार अगर किसी ओरिजिनल एंकर का एआई अवतार लॉन्च हो रहा है तो वो मेरा है, और ये मेरे लिए खुशी की बात है. फिर अब इलेक्शन का टाइम है, मेरा काम बढ़ने वाला है. मुझे अलग अलग जगहों पर अलग अलग जो कंस्टिट्यूएंसीज है वहां पर जाना है, इंटरव्यूज करने हैं, फील्ड रिपोर्टिंग करनी है, स्टूडियो में रहना है. इसलिए मुझे एक ऐसे पार्टनर की जरूरत थी जो बिल्कुल मेरी जैसी ही हो. लेकिन आपको बिल्कुल डर नहीं लग रहा? अंजना 2.0 बिल्कुल आप जैसी है. मुझे देखकर जलन नहीं हो रही आपको? आखिर मैं इंटेलिजेंट भी हूं, खूबसूरत भी हूं. डर आप जब आज तक में है तो डर आपके आसपास पटक भी नहीं सकता. आज तक बेखौफ है, बेबाक पत्रकारिता का.
So this is a portion of it which I have shared with you. Now we are doing a more advanced one, which is this.
सुबह का वक्त बेहद खास होता है क्योंकि हर एक सुबह
बस एक सुबह ना होकर एक नए एहसास, नए मंसूबों, नई उम्मीदों का पैगाम लाती। जाहिर है मोहब्बत भी इससे अछूती तो नहीं है, और मोहब्बत के मारों की सुबह क्या और शाम क्या।
So this is our next version, which we are creating, and we are creating a whole lot of it, and we are creating a army of AI anchors. And this is the more advanced one because it got expression. Now we have created something which is with emotion based. Emotion based means even if you look at our face, it's a very interesting, actually a very interesting observation. 5 lines on your 5 little muscles on your face can change the expression of your face in a very subtle way. And even the human eye can, and the amazing part is the human eye can catch it, because that's how we have been, the evolution started like that. So in the new version which we created have those expression, which will be launched soon. And something, I think nobody has seen this before. It's on a very experimental basis. I've just shown you a little bit of it, but this is I think 6 months old work. The latest one is all more like a human form. Now I'll move to images and AI music. So AI music is a very interesting, I will say, a stream now. Surprisingly, a lot of music in Spotify and Apple Music. There are a lot of AI music, which in these are the ones I created a very long back. But I'm working on an album, on a music album, sang by AI, music given by AI, lyrics by AI, orchestration by AI. There is no involvement of an artist. I know the singer and songwriter must be thinking, oh, I'm going to get replaced. Actually, not. You are going to get, your voice can be changed. You don't need a studio, you don't need an orchestra, you don't need a musician. You can, if you sing, you can put it on AI and you can create a whole album within a 10-15 days, and which used to be a huge money spending practice. Is now anybody can do it, just like a TV channel. If you remember, the YouTube channels have become the TV channels now, which the cost is very minimal, considering if you have a TV channel, you're spending crores. I'll play some.
तुम्हारे बिना जीना लगे ये दिल बेकरार है, तुम्हारी यादों की बारिश में रातें बेकार है, तेरी बाहों में जो सुकून है दिल को ये जानता है।
Everything is created in AI.
दरिया बेचैन सा चलता हूँ, तेरी यादों में खो जाता हूँ, मेरी राहें सुनी है, तेरी बातें बसी हैं, कैसे भूलूं तुझे ये दिल समझाता हूँ। In the shadows of my mind, your love a fading light. I'm lost within the echoes of a heart that's bound to you. बीते पलों की यादें छूने को तरसती हैं, कहीं दूर तू मिल जाए ये राहें तड़पती हैं, बिना तेरे जीना जिंदगी छासना।
I have also done some scoring for our channels. So these are the awards. So this is what I do. This is my field. So I know a lot of you must have been bored by this, but this is what I do day in, day out. And now I'll share something which is kind of, I think, interest all of you. So this is what I think about AI revolution, which is shaping tomorrow. So if you look at AI education, it's crazy what people are doing now with the whole AI programming. They are, if you look at the if you see at AI primary and secondary educations, there are personalized learning. If you remember during COVID, it has been the physical classrooms slowly went off and everybody was online. Now that gave us an advantage to work on AI on education and especially primarily on the primary and secondary education. So very interesting part is AI can understand from students learning his style and can adapt and can target individual strength and weakness. I remember if in a classroom of 40 or 50 student, and if you have one teacher, he or she may not be able to kind of give individual attention to each and every student. But through AI, a digital avatar of a teacher can constantly keep in touch with them, help them, create them, and it is on the go. Means it is on her mobile phone, and she's always there. It's not that at 2 o'clock at night suddenly you need some help, some feedback, something. The AI teacher is there. So there are a lot of an AI teacher. I doesn't mean ki this is particularly a program teacher. I'm talking of a digital avatar of a teacher. A teacher will be there for 7, 8 hours, 9 hours, and after that, somebody needs to be there to help them out. And that could be the digital avatar of a teacher. So personalizing feedback, identifying knowledge gaps, these are a very important part. Interactive learning tools, actually, it is also a very interesting virtual assistant, which is happening everywhere. If you look at your mobile phone, you have a virtual assistant. Each and everyone has a virtual assistant now. Your Google is a virtual assistant, started long back. And if you look at now, Meta and everybody is kind of pushing this barrier. See, education always been felt as a really we have to study hard, do this, do that, but there is no gamification of learning. So there's a new revolution happening in the AI world, which is called gamified learning. And this has been researched and found children who play games, online gaming, they are much more sharper in logical way. They are more sharper, they are more focused, and taking that advantage, there are bots which is created and helping them to make education more fun and enjoyable for young students. Learning disability is a huge deal now, because earlier people never recognize ADHD or other problems which children used to have. Now through AI, through learning, AI can detect individual people and then can push, analyze, and create a performance pattern. I think performance pattern, which is a very important part of the whole research of AI in detecting learning disabilities. If you look at the data set for last, say, 40 years, you will have a lot of data set on that. But we have trained with the help of those data set, we try to create an AI pattern where now AI can understand and they can give grades and rating of learning disabilities, which can be at a very early stage, will be very handy and very helpful for any parents, any teacher, or any doctor. And automated, see, there are a lot of automated tasks which teacher usually do and spend a lot of time, and I think that takes up chunk of their time. AI can help that. AI can generate grading, attendance, planning, and enable teachers to focus more on their individual student interaction. So you see, incorporating an AI doesn't mean you physically became away from a student. Basically, you are gaining time using AI and becoming more in personal touch to individual student. All the boring and mundane tasks can be done by AI. This is where AI is successful, and that we need to understand. Every now and then there are a lot of work which is very mundane, not human. There is no possibility for any human being to have a growth structure in that level. So I think AI will be that hard labor who does all this boring and constant same work again and again. I think we don't need people there. We can use them in a better part than rather than using them as just like a machine. Private tutor and virtual tutor is also there. You know it very well. There are a lot of private and virtual AI tutors now who help students to prepare their exams. Predictive insight is a very important future purpose. This helps to intervene and support student. For instance, if somebody in his, I'll give an example of a college. First semester, the student is not doing well, but the AI can understand from his conversation or his kind of filling up a lot of data there, and you can understand where the student can do better. Is he in a wrong stream? Whether he or she needs to be shifted to another stream where he or she will do better. So these are the little things which is a very important part. Virtual classroom, we all know because of thanks to COVID, we all came to know what is virtual class means, and everybody was there. So AI foster means collaboration. This is also quite creating same kind of knowledge, putting them in the same place. Also, based on their strength, we can create a group, individual group, where a student can flourish. A student can create his own environment, feel comfortable with other competitor around him who is at the same level. And career is a very important part as well, where AI can help and analyze student interest in future career goals, which I think individually it is pretty hard for teachers to kind of give them proper knowledge individually. I think AI is a big help there. This is also interesting, as I was speaking, was analyzing personal skill, which is a very important part, because we need to understand where you come from, what kind of job you're interested in, what kind of career path. You may be in a wrong career path, you don't know, you just the peer pressure, you're doing it. But AI can constantly guide you as your friend, as your assistant, to help you out. And rest is automated skill, which I think everybody is doing it now. AI is a very important internship and practical experience, which is a very important part now, because AI can create and simulate internship. Earlier, we used to look for an internship, and I know a class of 50 students won't get internship. All of them won't get an internship, but we can create an environment through AI, create a simulated internship or hands-on experience through chosen fields. So it is very easy to create those kind of environment. And for instance, if you want to be a junior doctor, want to be in a health sector, you can create those environment virtually and help them to kind of understand that. So there are possibilities. So everybody gets an internship, which I think is amazing. Preparing for the job, preparing for the future is also a very important part of this technology. Also, we most of the time we stuck to a job, we don't update ourselves, we don't know what to do, where to go. AI plays a very important and vital role in this, where it guides you, it gives you reference, it understands, because it learns from you. Whatever you feed him or feeding him, he's constantly learning the way you work, and then he's comparing with the World Wide Web, where you stand, where he can push you, what course you can get it. Everything is done on a real-time speed. So AI in job is a very important topic as well. So in my opinion, I'll give a small example between AI and us. So you don't know how to swim, okay? And there is a huge wave coming. And that wave, people will ride that wave. The wave is called AI. You're going to ride that wave. You're not going to kind of control that wave, but you have to ride that wave. In my opinion, AI is a tool. AI will replace you if you don't understand AI. It is not going to take your job away. People who knows AI will have all their job, but people who doesn't have a understanding of AI as a tool, they won't survive. And I'm 100% sure it's a doomsday scenario. I totally understand that, but I think AI will help you out in this. And it's not for me. I come from an art background and a management background. If I can learn AI at this age, I think any one of us can focus and create a whole new kind of a job. And if you see, there's a whole lot of jobs coming up now. There are jobs we didn't knew exist. Because of the AI, there are a lot of jobs which is popping up. I think it's important as a tool. Everybody should be aware of and we are already using AI. We don't know because we're using our phone. So I know everybody is using AI without knowing. And I think now is the time to do a little bit more knowingly what we want to do. And I think AI is there to help. As I was telling you earlier, repetitive and time-consuming tasks will taken over. This is the positive aspect of the AI. As I told you, new roles emerging in AI development management, especially new field is kind of there are a lot of new sector which is coming up because of AI, and there are a whole lot of interesting job scenario, and any one of us from any field can jump into it and start working on it. Upskilling, I've already told you, works for diversity. It's also a very interesting fact. So now come the negative part of AI. From the media perspective, it is a dangerous tool if it's not controlled. As I told you earlier, your perception can be changed anytime. The video you see, the images you see, can be created against you, against anything, against any country, against anywhere. Because what is real and what is fake, there is a blurred line now. And this is a very dangerous tool, actually, if you can't control it well. It has to be kind of under supervision. And I think you will see, and you have seen, especially in politics, in election, everywhere, there are a lot of this, even as the US elections is heating up, you will see a lot of videos which are not real time. A lot of them are AI created. And I think there lies the danger of AI. And in my opinion, what we are looking at is a parallel reality which has been created around us. And for us who understand AI, that's what I'm saying. Everybody needs to be literate in AI to find out which is good and which is bad. Just like a child who has been trained, this is wrong and this is right. Every person should be trained with AI to understand what is real and what is non-real. And I think big corporation globally has to take responsibility when you're creating an AI entity. And also, if you're looking at now within a year, 1 or 2, we will touch the twilight zone where AI becomes smarter than human. I'm not talking about science fiction movie. I'm talking about how AI will take over if it's not controlled in a certain manner. It will take over your job, your thinking, your perception, your reality. And there lies where the governments, the multinationals, the corporates needs to come in and find a kind of a guided and a rule-based environment where things has been overlooked can be taken, considered it, taken, and then have a magnifying view on it. Because whenever you are creating something which is unknown entity and which is more powerful than you, there will be misuse. There will be a lot of negative impact to that. So I think it's very important. Controlled environment of AI usage must be there. AI health is a very, very interesting stream which is happening now. So we all know, I think everybody has heard this news about Apple Watch. The Apple Watch helping people to before getting a heart attack, you get intimation from Apple Watch. So surprisingly, Apple Watch has been trained on AI as well. And if you look at the new medicines which are coming, they're also AI assisted. AI assisted means there are possibilities earlier to kind of create a new drug is to take 10 years, 8 years. But now with the help of so much data, AI, when with the help of AI, we're creating unbelievable medicines which are future ready, and especially it looks like it's science fiction now, the way things have been churning out. AI also plays a very important role in early disease detection. Because I remember a few days back, there was a news where a woman has some sort of a problem where most of the doctors gave up. Then what happened? This woman went back home and uploaded all her file on ChatGPT, and there ChatGPT gave around 6 or 7 scenario, out of which one was right actually, which is I think it's a goosebump moment. So AI enable in the plus point with AI is it can understand, it can gather, it can read data much faster than anything else we have in this planet, and they can come up with and it can come up with loads of solutions around it. So AI and human technology, which I think will enhance the user experience, and human machine interaction is very important. If you remember when we started creating cave painting or creating, we used to have a hammer and a tongue, and we used to create those. Exactly now, human are using technology as part of their extended I'll say extended power, and they're using it to create new seamless experience around it. If you see, most of the time now, all the in a if you look at any semiconductor now or a chip, which is now being assisted and created, because they are in such a nanotechnology size, and they are like a thin microscopic size. Everything is with the help of technology and AI. You'll start looking at new technology, new kind of product coming out with the help of AI. The recently Meta has just launched another AI glasses where you can wear the glass and you can get any price of any product you are looking at. It will project in your eyeglasses. And those other things are amazing. Your iWatch, your iPhone, everything has become an extended power tool for all of us. So that's it. I hope I have been able to sum up a lot of things